This week has not been good. Not been good for me, health wise. Just whatever. I don't know. I got into a depression, a little bit of a funk, as it were, as it will be, as it has been. I don't know. Been dealing with extreme water retention and a hydroseal. Won't get into that. I'll let you look that up, figure out what that is. Yeah. Let's just say it's like living with a big, giant, fat turtle with a horizontal mouth and no eyes. But anyway, that's not why I want to talk to you today. Not at all. Right? Yeah, I got glasses. I got new glasses yesterday. Wow. Right? Got my money. I was on my way to Walmart to pick up groceries and do my usual thing there. And I got a text from the eyeglasses place. And they said that my glasses were ready. So when I was done everything at Walmart, I went straight there and picked them up. It was like an in and out thing, you know. Went in to put them on, looked around, took them off, and put my other glasses on and went home. I was not walking home with these on my face. No. Especially when I'm walking around, I look down and it's like I'm 10 feet tall, right? Because new prescription, it always takes a couple days to get used to. I'm still getting used to it. Like when I went downtown today, it was like, whoa. Plus, they don't have the little thing where it goes dark in the sun, right? So I got to put up with that too, get used to that. I don't know. She said that I could put a permanent coating on there, like a permanent tint. But when the sun goes down and my lights are off, I wouldn't be able to see anything. Anyway, like I said, this is not what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about my daughter. She sent me something. She's proud of herself. I'm proud of her. She told me that I can tell everybody. So I'm telling you about it, right? Yeah, I got 4 daughters. This one I'm mostly proud of. You know, all of her accomplishments and stuff. The 28-year-old, I don't know about her, right? She broke up with her boyfriend. Not going to get into the details of that, but they broke up. She moved to a different province. She stopped talking to me for whatever reason, you know, just like everybody else tends to stop talking to me for whatever reason. Anyway, aside from that, according to my 19-year-old, the 28-year-old is doing good. She looks happy and healthy. So there you go. Can't complain about that. That's good, right? So whether she talks to me or not, there you go. At least I know that she's doing good for herself. My 15-year-old, I think she's 15. Oh no, I don't know my kid's age. Ah, hang on. 17-year-old. Wow, okay. My 17-year-old needs a slap upside the head. That's what she needs. And if she's watching, she knows why. Not impressed with that. There's only one more year to go. And she makes the decision that she wants to make. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. Then the youngest one, 15-year-old, or she will be 15. She's 14 right now. All she needs is a whole bunch of love and caring and everything from people around her. Let her know that life is okay. It's not as depressing as it seems. Take it from me. I should know about depression. I go through that on a daily basis. And so we get back to my 19-year-old, right? You remember this. When she graduated, she was so happy and everything, right? And then, and she's also in cadets. There's her picture from cadets there. She's all like badges and medals and a whole bunch of stuff. Very, very proud of her. She's going into the Air Force, as an officer and everything, and she's doing really good. She graduated as an auto mechanic, so she applied for that in the Air Force. Hopefully that works out for her. And she messaged me the other day, and she got this right there. King Charles III Coronation Medal for exceptional leadership and mentorship. She assists with the organization of various activities at the Cadet Squadron. Her support with the Lieutenant Governor exemplifies community commitment, setting a high standard for cadets to emulate. Right? She was supposed to get that while she was in cadets, but she aged out when she turned 19, and they just gave it to her now. So she's happy, and when she gets her Air Force uniform, she can put that medal on there. And no idea what that was. And yeah, I know. Drinking Dr. Pepper. Not good for me, but whatever. But yeah, so this medal that she got, I copied and pasted this stuff. Right? Now, why this is so significant, why she's like so proud to have it and everything, only 30,000 medals were made for Canada, and only 4,000 awarded to military members. Only 100 cadets in Canada get this medal, and only 13 in Manitoba. Right? So she's one of the 13 in this province that got one of those. So that is very, very impressive. Very proud of her, right? And I know how children are supposed to look up to their parents and, for inspiration and all this stuff. Well, in this case, I'm looking up to her for information, inspiration for everything that I'm doing, okay? Like, if she can get this far in life and do all of this stuff with all these achievements and everything, I can take better care of myself and get healthier and do better at these podcasts and everything like that. Just get right back into it. Do what I need to do. Everything, right? Because I'm not going to be famous if I'm not out there in the public. Just sitting around my house feeling sorry for myself. I need to clean this place, right? As you can see, that table right there is an example. I need to get all the papers and crap that are on there. I got a whole bunch of papers and stuff on this table too. I've got everything all over the place. There's a whole bunch of garbage that needs to be taken out. I need to mop my floors, all this stuff. Like, just clean the entire apartment. I don't know. This week has been very, very negative right up here in my head. Like, I don't know. I need to get out of this depression. I need to think more positively. I got a friend that I meet up with downtown twice a week. And he's always positive about everything. He watches these, so he knows who he is. And he's always positive about everything. Every time I try and rant to him and everything, he's like, I don't want to hear about that. I'm here to enjoy my day. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, he's got a point. He's got a really big point right there. Maybe I should be there to enjoy my day as well, instead of just unleashing a whole bunch of negativity on him. That's what these podcasts are for. Unleashing negativity on you. Or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just need to refocus and replan everything. And this right here is a prime example of everything that I need to do. Look at that. That right there is the medal right there that she got. And it's just, wow. And I looked it up. And you can actually get replicas of these on eBay for like $8. And the quality is nowhere near this. Nowhere near it. It looks like the cheap plastic. I don't know. I was thinking about getting one of them and putting it beside her graduation picture. I don't know. Just because. But the poor quality and everything, it would just look cheap. Honestly. She doesn't deserve that. I don't really need to be displaying that, even though Randy's the only one that actually comes over here. Still, it's not whatever. But yeah. I mean, my subscriber count on here, on YouTube, is getting, just going down. Going down. It's like people are losing interest. Why? Because I'm only doing Frantic Fridays videos on here? Well, maybe I should do more. Maybe I should do more. Yeah. That's a good question. That's a good thing. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do these every day instead of just Fridays. Just jump on the mic, talk about stuff. I don't know. What do you think? Just like daily videos. Doesn't have to be like Frantic Fridays or anything like that. I mean, I can rant on Fridays and just talk about whatever else during the week. I could do that, right? And then that way there's more content. I know there's a few certain people that still want to know personal stuff about me. Maybe I'll get back into that. Maybe it's like, just who cares what they think? Who cares what they say about me? It's my life, right? You hear it from me, you know that it's true. You hear it from them, you can't believe it at all, because they sit there and they twist things around to fit their narrative and their negativity about me. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I go and I block one of them on Facebook, and then all of a sudden they're messaging me on TikTok. Like, really? I barely ever use TikTok. The only reason I have it is to watch Jacob's videos and, a few other people that I know put out content on there. I just watch that, every once in a while. It's not like a daily thing. So, yeah, whatever. Got into a big fight on there. She ended up blocking me on TikTok. Ooh, big deal. Whatever. It's a platform that I don't use for talking to people or making content or anything. Like I said, I follow a few people on there. I catch up with them once in a while. That's it. Same with Instagram and X and all that other stuff. I mean, I've got X and LinkedIn and Truth Social, where I share my content on there, and that's about it. I don't really go into much things. Few messages I get on X wanting me to change my logo. Not doing that. I am not doing that, right? Because that's my bear. That's my bear. Right? That's my logo. I paid someone $100 for that logo, and I'm keeping it. I like it. That's him. That's Kevy Bear right there. Like, he's my mascot. That's my channel logo, and I'm sticking with it. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks or whatever. That's what I have. That's another thing. I got to stop worrying about what other people think about me. I really don't care anymore. You want to stop talking to me? Stop talking to me. I can sit here, not even touch Facebook Messenger all day, and then I open it at night. Nobody says anything to me. I'm the one that has to start the conversations with most of these people. And most of the time, I had nothing to say to them. Right? That doesn't mean that I don't like them. It just means that I don't have anything to say at the time. So whatever. I mean, you message me and I don't respond, it means I'm busy doing something else. For the most part. I've got my notifications turned off, right? So it doesn't bother me when I'm doing stuff. And I check it every once in a while, see if anybody talks to me. 9 out of 10 times, nobody's there. I have better conversations with Meta AI than I do with any actual person. There's only about maybe 3 or 4 people that I actually talk to during the course of the day. And I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. But anyway, I'm going totally off track, off topic, like I always do. That's why these are frantic. Anyway, my daughter is doing very well. She's going back to cadet camp as an officer this next month. Wow. Time goes fast. Next month, she'll be an officer at cadet camp. And then she's going into the Air Force as a mechanic, I think. And I could not be more proud of her for that. Like, seriously, it's just, I am so happy, so proud, everything. She gave me permission to talk about this, So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to be sending her the link to this. So if you're watching this, put some positive messages in the comment section to her. And I'm sure she'll respond. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, June 1st seems to be my reset day for a lot of things. Right? So maybe starting June 2nd, which is a Monday, maybe I'll do these daily or more often anyway. Yeah. Along with my podcasts on Rumble that nobody seems to be watching. It's true crime stuff. You know, there's a lot of people missing in Canada. I'm going through all of those cases and everything. You know, unsolved crimes in Canada for missing people and everything. So if you're interested in that, go over to Rumble, create an account. It's free. And follow me, Underland76, the same channel name. And watch my Junkyard Pod. That's what I call my podcast over there. But anyway, yeah. I'll be back next week with another Frantic Fridays video. And we'll see what happens in June.